Getting richer is the goal of nearly every person on this planet. For some people, gaining wealth and becoming richer may not be their main life goal. But they would be lying if they said that money wasn't at least, in some cases, a priority. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it certainly improves quality of life, which can in turn help with happiness. So, what is the best way to become rich? This is a question that millions of people ask themselves on a daily basis, and it is certainly a head-scratcher. There is no easy answer, despite what many people want to hear. Of course, while there isn't an easy answer, there are certainly several wrong answers out there. That's why today we're going to tell you the right answer. Several streams of income. There's no way that someone can become uber rich with one stream of income. Even the uber rich will admit that. So stay tuned to find out how you can increase your streams of income and become richer. Number 1. Primary income. Obviously, we just said that you can't become rich off just one source of income. And we weren't wrong. However, this is an important source of income. It comes from the job that you trained for, that you went to college for, or that you worked your way up for. And in some cases, all three apply. Regardless, this is your breadwinner, your main source of income and survivability. Just because it probably won't make you millions of dollars in your lifetime doesn't mean that it should be neglected or ignored. Make sure that you give your primary income the attention it deserves. It should be one of the main streams of income coming your way. And it would do you well in some cases to ask for a raise, or try to increase it by working as hard as you can or as hard as you want. Your primary income is like the foundation of a home. Without it, your financial stability is rocky at best. It's important to pay attention to your primary income and constantly chase after jobs and opportunities that offer the chance to increase this figure. Number 2. Secondary or spousal income. This stream of income isn't as important as the primary income, but it is essential nonetheless. This is the income that can pad the lining of your primary income. It's called spousal income simply because, at the end of the day, in every partnership, there will be one person who makes more than the other. That doesn't mean that the person who makes less is less worthy in any circumstance. It just means that their income can become disposable. This is the income that you can use to invest, save, or use for other kinds of expenses. The primary salary is used to live off of, especially in emergency situations. But the secondary or spousal salary is a cushion if you're trying to think of an image. This is an essential stream of income if you're trying to acquire wealth and not sacrifice your quality of life. If you don't have a life partner, this could simply be a small part-time job on the side, such as door dashing or Ubering or something like that. Whatever it isn't the primary income. Number 3. Investments. Investing is a tricky business, but when done right, it can become a crucial third stream of income. You can invest in small things with apps like Acorn, or you can play around on the stock market or with Bitcoin. No matter what you do when it comes to investments, make sure that any money that you put in is money that you're willing to lose. Understand that in these cases, you could lose the money you invested. However, you could also gain it back in massive amounts that could blow your mind and change your life. Invest in startup companies that make sense. Work-from-home industries, big tech, big pharma, whatever you want. Partner with local businesses. Invest in causes you believe in. Whatever you want to put your money in, if there's a chance that the money could come back to you, then it's an investment and another stream of income that might come your way. Yes, that certainly includes real estate, cars, and other big purchases. But we'll discuss those in more detail later. For now, we're thinking more on something outside the realm of property that you can invest money in and get a return. For instance, if you want to help a friend start their business, help give them a loan to start off with and get 30% of the cut for your help. Boom! Passive income made from an investment. If you do something like that, you've officially started your third stream of income. By the way, we're on a mission to help people like yourself make billions, so make sure to subscribe if that sounds like you. Number 4. Real estate properties. Real estate has always been a great investment for the rich, or really anyone who is trying to make more money through passive income that doesn't require much setup. Landlords of properties, not hotel buildings or apartment complexes of course, can make simple passive income by renting out to tenants to make a profit. You put down a large amount of money to buy the place, of course, but by doing nothing other than sitting around and letting people live there, you are essentially allowing yourself to make a lot more money than you originally had. Sure, you might have to call an exterminator or fix a leak every now and again, or even kick out a horrible tenant. But in most cases, it's quite possible to get your money back in months if you find the perfect place. For instance, if you've seen those shows on HGTV where they buy small broken down houses for dirt cheap and flip them to make a huge profit, this is what we're talking about. If you find a run-down home in a great marketable neighborhood and fix it up, you have a great way to make passive income and ensure that you don't have to do much else after you flip the house. Rent it to someone for a reasonable price, and continue building your portfolio of wealth by buying more properties with the money you make over time from your other properties. Eventually, if you play your cards right, you'll be able to make loads of money from these kinds of investments. It's the perfect way to make an additional stream of income that benefits you greatly in the long run. Just remember, do your research into the housing market before you invest to make sure that you're making the best option for you and your wallet. Remember, there are risks in all kinds of investments, but it's a lot easier to make this one work if you do the research and make sure you're smart about where you put your money. Number 5, online businesses. Another great stream of income that you may find you enjoy more than you might have thought is an online business based on your favorite hobby. You're doing the hobby anyway, right? Why not get paid to do it? If you like to sew, sell patterns for sewing items online. If you're a knitter, sell your knitting online. If you love to bake, showcase your pastries for sale using the infinite web. Advertising has to go into making this a much bigger business, of course, but even starting off small could turn this into another stream of income. Turn to Facebook Marketplace to promote the kinds of work that you're doing, or even services. If you're someone who absolutely loves to garden or work outside, several people would benefit from hiring you to spend your time outside in the heat or cold, depending on where you live. If you love to work out, offer your services as a dietitian or personal trainer. This is a great way to make money doing what you love and allowing yourself to work on your own schedule as well. This is a perfect example of an extra stream of income, and the sooner you try it, the better. Number 6, an at-home shop. Just like starting an online business, opening an at-home shop is another way of making another stream of income. This is for people who are selling a product or even in some cases a service that can be shipped using invoices. Etsy or eBay can easily allow you to start selling and shipping your crafts, baked goods, and so much more from the comfort of your own home. This will allow you to work on your own time on the crafts and creations that you love. This can also generate another source of income, no matter how small. You can also use your at-home shop to sell goods, such as gently worn clothing, old electronics, or collectibles of any kind. Somewhere out there, someone needs whatever you have and no longer need. Use your at-home shop to sell your creations or old unwanted goods. This can become an easy source of income, and if you're selling old goods, it can also become an easy way to declutter your space. Number 7, working from home. Working from home may not be the best option for many people, but it's another way to generate the stream of income that you want for yourself. If you have the time, use a freelancing platform to hire yourself out as a graphic designer or a writer. Do what you love and get paid to do it. This could again be a small but stable source of income. Make sure that you have the time to do this, of course, but if you do, it'll be worth it. And if you found this video useful, then you'll love these. And be sure to like this video to let the YouTube algorithm know you'd like to see more videos like this one.